from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
It's been around for a while, but I think it's people don't like change, and yeah, it's just the rules of the road, and they just don't get it or don't want to do it.
Merging is something every driver must do when they're getting on the interstate. But some drivers feel there's an issue here in the FM area. Good evening and thanks for joining us. One person reached out to our Whistleblower Hotline asking why drivers seem to have an issue merging on the 8th Street I-94 westbound ramp in Moorhead, and whether or not the new 8th Street construction in Moorhead will make merging easier. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop investigates.
And they're kind of used to taking those backcountry roads and not used to really driving on city roads. So when they have to kind of learn how to merge, they just really don't know how to do it, and they're too afraid.
A few can. I think the majority are pretty bad at it, though.
We sat over at the 8th Street I-94 westbound entrance and watched traffic merge over a course of 30 minutes on Friday morning during the rush hour commute. Some drivers merged perfectly fine, while some southbound drivers just sat at the merge point waiting.
It can get kind of frustrating in the morning when you're merging onto 94 with the merge sign right there, and of course some people just stop.
Schmidt says it can be dangerous.
Do people know how to merge?
No. No, they don't. The worst part about it is they merge with their foot on the brake instead on the gas.
Truck drivers like Sam Hart drive all over the country and merge multiple times a day. He says people need to blend into traffic. He has seen numerous accidents from people trying to merge.
But when they don't get on the gas and they can't get out of the way, and then we're all bottled up.
Minnesota Department of Transportation traffic engineer says the 8th Street and I-94 merge point is less than an issue than it was just 3 years ago, adding that it's not a zipper merge, which is common in construction areas and allow both lanes to alternate. The merge point is a spot where drivers need to be courteous and allow drivers to enter.
We're aggressive drivers these days, that's for sure.
Part of the society now, they don't want to wait for anything. I mean, we got to have it now, which means I got to be at home in 15 minutes instead of 15 minutes and 45 seconds.
In Moorhead, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
The Minnesota DOT says the merge area on 8th Street will stay the same even after reconstruction project this summer, but there will be a larger space and a longer gap of time for drivers to merge. And if you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, be sure to call our Whistleblower Hotline at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. We're seeing pretty mild conditions outside right now, but will things change overnight? Let's go over to Robert Hahn in First Weather to find out more. Robert?
Yeah, it looks like for some of us it will change as we head through the overnight hours and through the day on Tuesday. Right now we are enjoying some mild temperatures ranging from the 30s well into the 40s, even 51 degrees down in the Sisseton area. It's 47 here in Fargo, 43 Grand Forks, 37 Langdon, and in Devil's Lake. The wind's kind of gusty out there out of the east and southeast. We're seeing gusts as high as 24 miles per hour in Gwinner Oaks and in Jamestown. We'll continue to see some breezy conditions as we head through the overnight hours. Lots of clouds. We're going to see those for a while through tonight and through the day tomorrow, and possibly even through the day on Wednesday. Underneath those clouds, radar is lit up, but most of this, in fact, pretty much all of this, not quite reaching the ground yet. It's taken a while for the atmosphere to moisten on up, but it will, and we'll have a chance for some accumulating snow across the far north as we head through the overnight hours. Here in Fargo, not anticipating any precipitation as we head through the rest of the evening. Just slowly falling temperatures, some easterly to southeasterly breezes, and a lot of cloudiness. As mentioned, that chance for some snow across the northern valley. How much are we expecting? We'll show you coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. Thanks, Robert. The man charged in an officer-involved shooting last September is entering a plea of not guilty on all counts today in Cass County Court. Carmen Redshirt faces 5 charges, including 2 counts of terrorizing, reckless endangerment, and refusing to halt. Redshirt was shot after a high-speed chase ending with him pulling what was later found to be a BB gun. A Fargo police officer back in September. Holly police say they confiscated a loaded handgun and drug paraphernalia outside Holly High School last week. And now one of 2 teenagers involved could face charges. Officers were called Wednesday morning after someone spotted two 17-year-old boys smoking what appeared to be marijuana off school property. The car they were in was searched, and what police found was a loaded handgun and drug paraphernalia. The Clay County State's Attorney's Office is reviewing charges for one of the boys. Heroin and similar drugs have claimed more than a dozen lives across our region in recent months and caused many more overdose cases in recent weeks. Tonight, we'll show you how to tell if someone is overdosing. And as Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us, the Good Samaritan Act means calling for help and does not mean trouble with the law.
What was once thought of as a big city problem is in our region. Experts say you can recognize a heroin overdose victim by three main symptoms.
And that includes decreased level of consciousness, breathing difficulties to the point where they may slow down enough and actually stop breathing, and also pinpoint pupils.
And you're reminded to immediately call 911 for medical assistance if you spot someone in trouble. You're protected from any legal action by the Good Samaritan Act.
If I'm at a party and I see someone I believe who's overdosing on drugs, I'm not going to get in trouble for calling 911 to get medical assistance.
Absolutely not. The Good Samaritan law is designed to encourage people to assist, to save another person, to help them through medical distress.
Jessica! Robin, it looks like she overdosed.
Lieutenant Zimmel says the Good Samaritan law does not grant blanket immunity for any crimes. However, it does protect people who try to help and make the 911 call for medical assistance, which the experts say is needed very quickly in drug overdose cases.
Morphine and oxycodone and some synthetic opioid narcotics, they all are respiratory depressants, so they all decrease the breathing effort.
Experts say the main message here is that if you see someone in trouble, make the 911 call immediately. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
If you'd like more information about the Good Samaritan law, we have it online. Just go to valleynewslive.com and click on the story. A sobriety checkpoint over St. Patrick's Day weekend yields 10 arrests on County Highway 17 and 62nd Avenue South in Cass County. The Cass County Sheriff's Office and North Dakota State Patrol ran the checkpoint from 9:45 to 1:15 Friday night into Saturday. 5 people were arrested for driving under the influence, 3 for alcohol and 2 for drugs. 7 people are also facing drug charges in connection with the checkpoint stops. No doubt we've all felt them while driving. The pothole season is here and causing some problems for crews working on the roads. The Fargo Streets Department says an earlier spring means a longer season for potholes. The record highs now changing back to average for the month made some of the filled potholes open up again. Workers say to be patient and continue reporting where there are problems.
So obviously we're going to try and address the areas that have 25,000 cars a day first, but like I said, it's been really hard to be consistent. So if it feels like we haven't addressed a reported hole, we haven't forgot about you. We're just having a hard time getting there, but we will.
To report potholes, go to valleynewslive.com and click on the hot button. President Obama's historic visit to Cuba is well underway, and he's brought along some Washington reinforcements to help tackle a few important policies. Valley News Team's Kelly Meyer caught up with one senator before she joined the trip.
This is a historic trip, not only for President Obama, but also the lawmakers he's bringing with him. As Senator Heidi Heitkamp tells us, it's a quick trip with a lot to accomplish.
Since the moment President Obama landed on Cuban soil, it's been a whirlwind 24 hours. From ceremonies to meetings, each step was history in the making.
This is a new day. Es un nuevo día between our two countries.
But the president didn't come alone.
When the president announced this trip and invited me along, I was gratified.
North Dakota Senator Heidi Heitkamp was one of a select group of lawmakers invited on the trip. She says she was chosen because of her agricultural work on Capitol Hill, something she hopes to expand in Cuba, a country with high demand for North Dakota crops like dry beans, peas, and lentils.
We've had a big stub toe in Latin America, and that's Cuba. And I think it has affected our ability to trade up and down the Western Hemisphere.
This isn't the senator's first time working with the country. In September, she met with Cuban President Raul Castro and pressed him to purchase more American agricultural products. She hopes on this trip they continue the same conversation.
To continue to talk broadly about bringing North Dakota agricultural products to the world.
Senator Heidkamp tells us she plans to talk with Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack and work to continue to open up the markets. Reporting in Washington, I'm Kelly Meyer.
There is a state dinner scheduled for this evening in Cuba, and tomorrow President Obama will address the Cuban people during a speech on state-run television. Many Minnesotans signed up for MNsure can't file their taxes yet. They're waiting on the agency to mail out the forms they need. MNsure said they would have them mailed out weeks ago, and yet people are still waiting. So what's the problem? Coming up on Valley News Live at 6, we take a look at this problem as the deadline to file fast approaches. The morning commute was a little tougher in downtown Fargo this morning, thanks to an ESPN promotional shoot for Carson Wentz. Part of Broadway was closed for the shoot leading up to the NFL draft. Fargo is one of 6 filming sites for ESPN, and the crew hit the Fargo Theater, NDSU, and a few other places in town. ESPN will be keeping Fargo on the GPS as they prepare to return for NDSU's season opener against Charleston Southern. The FCS kickoff game will be televised on ESPN2 at 6:30 on Saturday, August 27th.